The never-ending cycle of trying to make money continues. Yo, what's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Alpine farming here on Erlengrat. Ah, yeah. What do we got going on today? Well, we have got quite a few contracts to do today. As you can see, we have loaded up, I think that's 7 contracts. Well, we should make some good money. You've got averages around $4,000 to $5,000, and then one that's $9,000. So I'm looking at all these and going, yeah, I want that. So let's open up right here. Let's go ahead and lower this down. I have done a few things around the farm since the last time that you guys were here. So let's go ahead here. Let's load up with fertilizer. I haven't really moved anything. I did go around, and you might be able to see there's some areas in the grass, like down here, where it's kind of smoothed out a little bit. I've gone through and I've smoothed out some areas. You can kind of see those spots over there. And then we smoothed out a few areas down at the bottom of our farm as well. That is in preparation for plowing, because I want to get in here. We're going to plow all of this up because, well, it needs to be plowed. Let's take a look real quick and see kind of what needs to be done, because we have some things that need to be done through here. As you can see, it needs to be plowed. After it plowed, we need to put lime down. It is one stage fertilized, but we need to get that all the way. Get out of here, birds! You don't deserve to be here. Get. Other than that, that's about it. We are about ready to give our cows some food, because if you look here, we've got 100,000 liters of silage. We've got 113,000 liters of hay. We also have 78,000 liters of grass if we need it, but we don't. We're not going to use the grass for anything except later on. So we did transfer some of that grass that we had into silage and hay so that we can start getting 100% on our cows. Speaking of the cows, before we get started, we've got 200 and some liters of milk. We do have 7,000 liters of manure and 4,800 liters of slurry. However, with all of that, we're not really can't do anything with it. We don't own the BGA yet. It's going to be one of our first purchases, but in the meantime, let's get to moving. This should be filled by now, and it is. Let's make our way over to our first field. We're just going to take these fields in the order that we got them, and the first one is field number 2. Again, we have field 2, which is going to be here. Field number 5, which is directly to the left of it, so not too far away. Field number 9, so right here. Then we have field 13, directly to the right of it. 14, which is down just a little bit. 17, which is all the way over here for some reason, and then field 19, which is going to finish right here. This is another one of those fields that I think we may purchase later on. So the game plan here is to hire workers, let the worker do the whole job and get it done. They're going to do just fine for us, so that's a good thing. But for us, here's what we need to do. We are going to start off we are going to plow this up. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's allow create fields. And we're going to go kind of slow because I want to make sure that we get everything just right. Now, my game plan is to not plant any type of normal or like a grass in here. I think we're going to do... Oh, wow, this is barely moving. All right, fair enough. We'll just go ahead and hire a worker. This is not going to be a grass field, at least not... To start with. My game plan is to make these normal crop fields so we can actually start making some money. We've got plenty of grass and everything right now, especially for our cows. As you may know, when you have your cows and you have your animals and everything like that, when you max out their feed, that is going to be for 10 days. So you've got a lot of feed in there for those guys that, especially right now, we're doing just fine. I am going to give them some TMR. We're going to give them some TMR later on today, maybe in tomorrow's episode, something like that. But between now and then, we're not going to worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and make our tight turn right here. Come on, make the turn. I need to get a little bit closer out to the road. Let's see if we can do that right here. Ooh, that is really close. Yikes. And we will have to come around and get the other side done as well. So what I'm going to do is rock and roll. If anything crazy happens between now and the time that we need to get this done, I will let you know. As far as getting the outside done, I'm going to do the headland around both of the fields that we've got. But yeah, we need to like cut some of these trees down. Some of these trees are just kind of hanging out. Eventually, we're going to have to cut these down. I might do that now. I don't know. They look good. They look good on the map. I don't know. What would you do? Would you cut these down? let's not worry about it right now. Let's just get this food. Let's just get this plowed up. All right, so I said I'd keep you updated, and here is your update. This area right through here needs a little bit of smoothing, especially if you're going to go through and plow it up. So there we go. Kind of got dropped back down a little bit, and I might even extend the other side of this field out just a little bit. You see right here, we're going to get pretty darn close, at least right here to the edge. I want this to be a nice area that looks like it's supposed to be a field. Another thing that I didn't even think about, didn't even consider, I don't have a planter. Oops. You kind of need one of those to be able to do stuff like this. So I'm going to try and go back through here on the outside and just get about as close as I can. And I think I have decided that we are going to leave this bottom field down here. I think I'm going to leave this as grass. I don't think there's any reason to go back through and make this not grass. It's a really tough field, and this will be extremely difficult with any type of combine or anything like that. So I think just to save ourselves a little bit of time, save ourselves a bit of an issue and some heartache and some headache in general, I'm going to leave this field down here as grass, and we will continue to harvest this as grass and mow it up. I mean, it's going to be like every day anyway in game. We're playing on, I think we're playing either in easy or normal mode. Might be easy because I don't plan on playing this map for a long time, but I do like it, and I want to play on it a little bit. Arbor J's blocked by an object. This dummy right here keeps getting stuck on like everything, and now he's on a rock. Good job, bro. Can I throw this? There we go. Good job, man. How far through this are you? 94%. All right. I don't actually understand kind of what's going on. He does a good job, and then not so much. He's a bit of an idiot. He's a bit of an idiot. Let's go ahead and set this right here. Blocked by an object. Really? Back there, I'm blocked by an object? I feel like not. What is wrong? There's so much wrong, man. All right, maybe some of these. There we go. Okay. Contracts completed. So we now completed 2 of these contracts. Let's go ahead and collect these. So we've collected some extra cash right there. That's very nice. Very nice. And we've got half of this left. So the next field down is going to be field number 9. And it's going to be down the road just a little bit. So we'll take this bad boy back down. We will continue our quest to get as much money as possible. Today's a decent day. We'll make enough money, hopefully, to buy a cedar. We don't need a crazy one, at least not to start with. I don't plan on doing anything like super intense or anything like that. Don't turn left, don't turn left, don't turn left. Okay, goodness. I don't plan on doing anything super intense with planting. I think like a 6-meter planter is probably even going to be too much. I may go with like a 4-meter or something like that. We just don't need craziness. Speaking of crazy, we're going to run a headland because our worker's crazy. So, yeah, let's get all that done. Let's rock and roll, baby. So this field is pretty much done. Well, let's see. We take a look and see exactly what we've got going on with it. As you can see, we have plowed all that up. And if we show plowing, you can see we've actually got quite a decent-sized field right here. We could go into this area. I'll show you what that area looks like on here. We would have to do some logging. Just to put that lightly, we would have to do some logging over here. We've got a few trees. Plus, this is all kind of straight on the side like a hill. I don't really want to mess with that too much. So, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. One thing that I have done, as you can see, I added a little dirt area right here because that's where I want the side of this field to go. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in here, and well, not fold that in just yet. We'll come about right. Well, this is always the toughest part, is trying to figure out where the field's going to start and how to make the outsides, because this is going to be definitely an irregularly shaped field, 100%. So come down through here maybe, just like that. Hey, I like that. I like that a whole lot. I'm going to not set cruise control because I'm afraid I'm going to do something that was a big accident. So we're gonna behave, at least for right now. This is planned to be a crop field, not a grass field, but hopefully it's going to be a crop field, so I need to mind my distance from rocks and trees and things like that. Oop, contract on field 14 done. Stop the worker. What do we got? Hey, there you go. They got a little bit going on right there. Where's our worker at? Here we go. field completed. Cool. So we only have 19 and 13 left to go. So I'm going to jump right up here, go across the road, and we're going to do 13. And then field 19 will be the last one that we do. So I'm going to continue to plow. I'm going to continue doing this. We've already done very well. We're making some good money here. Just, you can ignore the fact that I'm driving around like this. I don't think anybody needs to know. Swing. Got him. All right, cool. Let's finish this up and see how much work we can get done. And we're done. Collect. So now I think we've done all fertilizing contracts. We do have quite a few harvesting contracts around. So I'm tempted to maybe do a couple of those, but right now my sole focus is on my own fields, which I only have 2 of. We're trying to make some money, man. We're trying to make money so that we can, well, we need to get a planter. Matter of fact, should we go and get one now? We need something that direct drills. We need something that does, a decent amount of things. Let's see, this guy right here may be the one that we go with, the Star, the 4 meter. Let's see, 110 horsepower, 108 horsepower. These are good as well, but they won't do direct drill, which is something that we want. We could go with the Vaderstad Rapid A, which I always do go with, kind of, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, that one doesn't do what we want it to do, which is kind of stinky. Let's go through here a little bit, and let's see if we can find one. We need the one that does underfoot fertilization. Let's see. We do have that. That's a 300 horsepower requirement, though. With this machine, you can activate and deactivate underfoot fertilization. That's what we want. Let's see. 150. So it looks like, yeah, that Star is probably going to be the one that we go with. I know it says 4 miles per hour, but that's, you can ignore that. TBH. See. Oh, yeah, 180 horsepower. Really? Yeah, the Star is definitely the one to go with, I think, right here. So fertilization inactive. And we're going to buy a used one. I have a lot of people asking about the used mod. This is a PC-only mod. It is not on anything. It's on the Mod Hub, but it's not available for consoles. Never will be. Something like this changes code, and that's impossible on consoles, unfortunately. Not what you want to hear, but it is what it is. So I think this is going to be the one. It's not, it's not big enough like I want it to be. I may go through here and see if there's anything else that's closer to what we're looking for, but I think that's going to be the one. What was I thinking? We have this John Deere right here. Let's just use this. This is perfect. It holds a low amount of seeds. We can get a used one. We can do multiple different wheel options, which we're just going to go with the standard. This is perfect. This is great. Absolutely great. I love it. So I decided to go with something different. Yep, I didn't get what we talked about. I got an Amazon. That's right. I got an Amazon. This bad boy right here is the D8 Super, and it is quite nifty. Nifty, I think, is the right word to use there. The D860 right here. It didn't cost too much. It holds 2,000 liters of seed only, which is good for me. I did not want one that had fertilizer. Holds 2,000 liters of it and has a 6-meter working width. Now, there is no, unfortunately, no direct drilling or anything like that with it, but that's okay. I think I can get past the direct drill and all that good stuff. So here's what we need to do now. We need to, actually, we need to put lime down first, don't we? Ooh, yeah, we do. I have lime turned off, so as soon as we lime a field once, we're done with that. So we'll just go ahead and cheat that in about right about there, and then we'll go through and do this. Yes. So I'm going to go through, of course, we're missing everything. God, that is awful. God, yikes. That is really, really bad work right there, DJ. Good job, bud. I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to rock this. We're going to get lime on both of our fields, and then it is going to be time to start planting, which I'm very excited about. Everything is now limed and fertilized. Let's get this bad boy filled up with some seed, and let's rock and roll, man. We are going to be doing soybeans. Soybeans pay the most at the end of the day, so that's what we're going to try and make the most amount of money on. Insert seeds here. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Going in just fine. We actually need some fuel. We don't have anywhere on our farm to get fuel. We might run out. How much do we have? 47. Yeah, we've got 47 liters left. We're using over 100 liters per hour. Yikes. Let's see. Let's find our seeder. Let's lower it down. Turn it on. Give it the old switcheroo. And insert missing objects. Naturally, we're going to miss some stuff. I'm actually going to turn off all-wheel steering, because all-wheel steering when trying to do something like this is almost ridiculous how difficult it is. I actually coming through here doing the fertilizer was almost impossible, because the rear of the tractor, you know, you turn kind of the way you think you're going to be going, but the front of the tractor goes, and so does the rear of the tractor, and everything goes twice as fast as you're expecting it to go, which makes it quite difficult. So yeah, we're rocking soybeans here. We're going to be rocking, oh, I need that all-wheel steering about right now though, yikes. And we're going to be doing grass down at the bottom. That way our next harvest will be grass and will be soybeans, at least here. That's not to say that we won't do any more contracts. As a matter of fact, I enjoy doing contracts. Contracts, especially when you don't have much going on your own farm, they are very helpful. So if you don't do contracts, if you stay away from them, if you're like, contracts, I'll just focus on my own farm. Tell you what, you can make money, I want to say twice as fast, but you can make money much, much quicker if you do contracts. At least from my own personal findings and my own personal gameplay style, especially on larger maps. It's so easy, especially fertilizing contracts. What you have to do, hire a worker on a fertilizer spreader and just let him do the contract for you. You can hire workers on all contracts. So if you find a contract on a square field, actually I'm gonna go back to all-wheel steering just for this little area right here. If you can find a contract that is on a square field, those are the best. By far, those are the best. So easy to make money off of those. Well, here, with this soybeans, what we'll do here is we'll take the soybean, the straw from it, we'll sell that, should make a decent amount of cash off of that. Actually, we haven't even done any canola or soybean harvest yet, so maybe that's going to be something that we look at in the future as well. So let's do as much of this as we can, or at least as much of this as we need to. Evidently, we're doing the whole field. There you go. Yes! Got it. And we still have plenty of seed left over. We're going to go ahead and change this over to grass, just because I know I'm going to forget later on. I'm not going to do the grass field, at least not today, but I am going to go ahead and fill this bad boy up. What we need to do is go ahead and feed our cows. So let's go ahead and take this here. Let's fill this up with seed, put it away. Actually, will this continue to fill up? Yeah, it's not 100% anyway, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, can we just leave this sitting? I'm not going to worry about doing that. We'll take a look and see exactly what our cows need. I think the only thing that they need is going to be TMR in general. So let's see. Let's find ourselves a nice little place to put this away. This will work because we can't use the combine before we plant our fields. Got that? And then we'll grab our feeding wagon. Now, of course, everything is in our silo. I've replaced the silo here on the farm with one of the multi-fruits. So we do have a multi-fruit silo on here now, which is very, very handy. And yeah, we need some gas. How much did I use? I used like 20 liters. Oh, just doing that back. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We need 40% silage, 40% hay, 20% straw. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. See, there's 20, 30, 40 right there. Got it. Now we need to fill this up to 60. Yeah, that's close enough. And then hay, we'll top it off with hay, and that should give us our full TMR. And it has. Perfect. Yes, 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 yes. Now we got to do is dump it out. Let's see, it dumps out the left side. Okay. This is quite heavy. This is a big feeding mixer, especially for this farm, but it's a really, really good feed mixer. All right, so we dump this. We'll take a look at our cows, see how everything's rocking. Okay, so everything's coming up quite nice. We're not going to worry about filling up the grass. There's no point to do that. If you give them TMR, that's all they need. So as you can see down at the bottom, it says TMR ratio effectiveness, 100%. So unlike FS17, and we're 2 years past that point already, but just in case you don't know, you don't have to give them all the things. You don't have to give them TMR, you don't have to give them hay and silage, and you don't have to give them grass to hit 100%. All you have to do is feed them TMR, and they're good to go. Now, that is not always the case with seasons, and is definitely not the case when doing Maize Plus mods, but base game, that'll do you just fine. So we're going to fill these bad boys up all the way. Looks like we're going to have to get one more load, that's going to be totally fine, and I think it's going to be about that time. And just like that, the cows have full TMR, so here soon they're going to be at 100% productivity, which is going to be great. Plus, we could buy a few more of them and speed that productivity time up even more. We may even do that in the next episode because it's all about a really good cow farm. But today is all about taking off. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, get subscribed to the channel if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. If you made it to the end, let me know. Otherwise, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.